Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to review the first episode of Boku no Hero Academia. That was so good! Okay, let's get into it. So, this story is about a kid in middle school. He's about to get to high school though. He's in his third year. And his name is Izuku Midoriya. And so, basically, when he was a little kid, there was this guy who beat him up and stuff, and I guess that's when he found his hero, All Might. We'll get to All Might later. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's flash forward a little bit to his middle school days. And he's basically, he wants to go to a very popular school, UA, which probably University Academy, maybe that's what it stands for, I don't know. Anyway, that would make sense for the academia part of the title, but I don't know. Anyway, so he, wants to go to a very popular school, and so does his rival, Katsuki, oh my gosh, I can't say his name, Katsuki. I'm like, Katsuichi, what am I getting that name from? But Katsuki, gotta remember that. And his rival, he already has a quirk. They call these powers quirks. And how you know you have a quirk is that the pinky toe will have like a joint missing. Also, these quirks just showed up one day on a baby, and they just continued out through time, and it's just kind of the norm now for people to have quirks. At least 80% of the population has a quirk now, apparently, in this world. So, anyway, back to this. So, they have a rivalry going on, and they're both going to go apply to the same school, the same high school. And here's the thing, though, Midoriya doesn't have a quirk. So he's quirkless. And it was really sad when he found out because, he really wanted to be like his hero, All Might, because he'd always watch a video when he was a kid of his hero doing his hero deeds. And I'm like, we all probably had a comic book or a hero of something, so to find out you can't be like your hero, is kind of upsetting. So I was like, aw, poor thing. Oh, and apparently his mom can make small objects come to her, and his dad's power is breathing fire. Cool. Anyway, so back to the school, and they're just there's just a point where he finds his Kazuki finds Midoriya's notebook, and it's like he's written everything about he's seen like hero fights about, because in the beginning-ish part of the episode there was a fight between this villain and this giant villain, I don't know what to call that, but it was funny because these heroes show up, and there's this one guy who stops this metal thing from falling, and they call him the punching hero or something, and I'm like, why is Saitama not here from One Punch Man? And then there's this one other guy, Kamui Woods, and he has wood tree power, and then this one woman, Mountain Lady, who's huge, and she's like, it's nice to meet your ass acquaintance, and I'm like, ass acquaintance. That's great. That's so great. Oh my goodness. And he watches that fight go on. Anyway, back to the school. So, Kazuki throws his Midoriya's notebook out the window, and he's like, that stupid jerk, and he's like, maybe you should just go kill yourself or whatever because you don't have a quirk or something. And he mentions later, yeah, you would have driven me to suicide. It would have been all your fault or something. And I was like, yeah, that was kind of... And also, I just want to, real quick, I want to mention the opening song. I think that's the same singer who did one of the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood openings, or maybe one of the old ones. I don't know. It sounds like a Full Metal Alchemist opening I've heard before. Anyway, so he finds his notebook in this little koi pond thing. He's like, my notebook isn't food, stupid. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of funny. So after that, he just kind of, leaves school, and he's like, no, I'm gonna be a hero one day or something. And then this villain was apparently just took all this money from the store. You see him running, and then you see this really skinny guy, and then he gets really buff, and that turns out to be All Might. So as Midoriya is, I guess, heading home from school, he gets encounter with that gooey sea, I don't know what to call that monster. It's gooey, watery monster thing. And All Might shows up and he fights it. And when he fights it, it's so... because he uses a move called Texas Smash. And I live in Texas, so I find this to be really funny. Oh my goodness. And after he defeats the monster thing, he puts in this little bottle thing, and then Midoriya wakes up because it was attacking him and almost killed him because he was going to take over his body. He wakes up, and All Might's there, and he like freaks out. He's like, oh my gosh, it's All Might! And, oh my goodness, and he just like, he's like, he wants to ask him so many things, and like he already signed, All Might already signed his notebook and stuff, and after that he's like, well, I gotta go, see you later, watch for your continued support. And then as he's flying away, it looks like Midoriya grabbed onto his leg, and he's like, what are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed. He's like, you need to let go, and like, if I let go now, I'll get killed, and so then he's like, fine, and then he like mumbles under his breath, he's like, shit, and I'm like, it's literally the word shit, and it's so funny because, like, you know, English words in Japanese are funny, so anyway. And so then he lands on the top of a roof building, and he's like, alright, people downstairs will help you get out of here, or whatever. And he's like, wait a second, I want to ask something. And he's like, you know, can I become a hero without you, a hero like you without a quirk? And so then, you know, I guess he answers him yes. I mean, it kind of stopped there. The episode was kind of like, alright, we're done. But what a fantastic first episode. That was really good. Like, I didn't know what to expect exactly, but I really liked that. Also, his rival, Katsuki, sounds like some voice actor I know. He sounds familiar. I'm gonna have to go look it up after I'm done with this. But yeah, I really enjoyed this first episode of Boku no Hero Academia. Oh boy, I think it's going to be really good. I'm really excited. And it looks like there's going to be, I saw in the opening there's a short-haired girl, and I don't know, I just thought she looked really cute, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to see her come into this. Anyway, well, that was my review for the first episode of Boku no Hero Academia. What's your thoughts on Boku no Hero Academia? Should Saitama be in this anime from One Punch Man? That'd be really funny, I think, if Saitama was in this anime, because I feel like that'd be really interesting. Alright guys, well, I'll see you in my next review, okay? Bye!